The story starts with Jimmy Keene, a narcotics dealer. In his high school days, he was a star football player, but his life has drastically changed due to drug dealing. One day, he visits his supplier, Rog, and tells him that the latest batch of drugs he received is less than the agreed amount. Rog assures him that he has never cheated any client and that trust is more valuable to him than his own life. To explain the situation, Rog takes Jimmy to a dark room and reveals the true culprit behind the problem. When the lights come on, Jimmy is shocked to see his childhood friend, Danny, tied to a chair, severely beaten by Rog for betraying their trust. Danny, in tears, explains that he needed money to pay off his debt, which is why he tampered with the supplies. Rog is about to shoot Danny, but Jimmy pleads with him to let him go. To make amends, Jimmy offers Rog an additional 3 kilos of drugs, promising to cover for Danny's mistake. Jimmy, trying to relieve some stress, goes to an expensive restaurant where he meets a beautiful waitress named Rochelle. And well, you can probably guess what happens next. The next morning, while Jimmy is making breakfast for himself, the FBI suddenly raids his house. They find guns and drugs, and he is immediately arrested and sent to jail. In jail, Jimmy's father, Big Jim, a retired cop, comes to visit him. Big Jim is visibly worried about his son and feels responsible for the situation, blaming himself for getting involved in Jimmy's illegal activities. He tells Jimmy that the court could sentence him to a maximum of 5 years in prison. However, FBI agent Edmund Beaumont has offered a deal. If Jimmy confesses to all his crimes in court, his sentence could be reduced to just 2 years. The following day, Jimmy appears in court and admits to his crimes, expecting a lighter sentence as promised. However, instead of receiving the expected reduction, the judge unexpectedly increases his sentence to 10 years. Jimmy is left stunned and deeply troubled by the turn of events. Feeling betrayed, he glances angrily at Edmund Beaumont, questioning why he deceived him. But before he can react further, the security guards step in and take him away.
For the minimum guideline term of 120 months.
Now Jimmy has spent over 7 months in a minimum security prison in Michigan. During this time there, he has used his charm and social skills to build a strong reputation, earning the respect and liking of nearly everyone in the prison. Due to Jimmy's exceptional social skills, FBI agent Lauren McCauley becomes impressed and arranges a meeting to propose a deal. When Jimmy notices Edmund sitting with her, he can't help but question whether another misleading offer is about to be made. Lauren quickly calms him down, urging him to listen carefully. She explains that he has only one chance to use his charismatic personality to his advantage. She goes on to explain that if Jimmy can befriend Larry Hall, a serial killer and child molester currently held in Springfield Maximum Security Prison, and manage to find out the locations of the burial sites where Larry buried his young victims,